Hi guys, Dinner Lady here. Right, so today I'm going to make a soup. It's really started getting cold outside again and it's done nothing but rain for the last 3 days. So I thought, right, I'm going to do a soup. But this is a nice, got a bit of a tingle soup, put it that way. And it's going to be a lamb and lentil soup. And I'll bring you down and I'll show you the ingredients. Right, first off, I had some Moroccan lamb steaks in the freezer. Been in there for a little while, so I thought I'd use them up. I did get a couple of other ones just to bulk it out as well. So also what we need is some olive oil, 1 onion. I've got some harissa paste, 100 grams of red split lentils. I need 1 beef stock cube. We're going to have some tomato puree, a tin of tomatoes as well. Some ginger, I forgot to get some out of the freezer, so I'm using the squeezy stuff. A pinch of saffron, some white pepper, some black pepper, some salt. We've got some egg noodles as well to go in there. I've got some parsley to drain for during the cooking, and to finish off at the end some coriander and a bit of tomato puree, and just to thicken it up, a little bit of corn flour. So let's get on. It's a pretty easy one. It's just an assembly job, but let's get on with it. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is just chop up the onion. We've invested today in 2 chopping boards. This one's just going to be for veggies, and I've got another one there that's only just going to be for meat. The other ones were great, but to be honest, they were a bit small. So I'm just going to chop this up. Yeah, what TK Maxx, just having a look around, and they had these on the sale. And this big one here was only £12, and the smaller one I got for the meat was only £6. So I thought, you know, I've been looking for one for a while, so I just thought, just bite the bullet and just go for it. Doesn't matter how you chop your onions, do it all the way that you want to do. This is how I like to do it. It's what I'm used to, it's what I've done all of my life. Here we go. So that's that done. Just going to get a little bit of oil in my pan and get the onions popped in. I have got a board scraper somewhere. I'm going to have to try and hunt it out. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop a bit of parsley, and then that's virtually all the chopping done. Don't mind a few stalks, but if you get some of the really thick stalks like that, I'm going to get rid of those. Right, just gather it up, give it a bit of a rough chop. It's going to be in the cooking for a while, so you don't have to have it so it's tiny. It's going to be part of the actual soup. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let these onions sweat off for a little while, and then we'll come back to you. Right guys, so they've been softened off for a little while. Now the reason why I've left them to go a little bit brown is because I was searching the freezer, because I could have sworn I had the Moroccan lamb chops, because what I've taken out is actually bolognese, so that'll have to be used up. I could have sworn I did, and I can't find them anywhere, so it is a good job that I went out and bought these ones today. So then you just put your lamb in. Doesn't need to be browned or anything like that. Just going to put them in there. That would have been a good one, wouldn't it? Trying to make a lamb stew with bolognese. A lamb soup with bolognese, that would have been fine. Right, so now we'll put in a bit of ginger. We want a teaspoon of white pepper. And one there. We want a tablespoon and a half of harissa. I love this stuff. It's got a little bit of spice, but not huge amounts. More fragrant than spicy. Yeah, I can't believe it. I could have sworn we had lamb chops in the freezer. I've been saying to Ian for weeks we've got lamb chops in the freezer that need used up, and obviously we haven't. It must have been used at some point. So now I put in a little pinch of saffron. We had this from another recipe. Just a little pinch like that. You don't use much. It is quite expensive. Well, it was £3 for that jar. And I need about a teaspoon of black pepper. So I'm just going to eyeball that. About half a teaspoon of salt, because you've got your stock cube. That'll do for that. We can always test it later. Have the lentils going in. The onion skin. And now your parsley goes in. And we do need 600 mils of beef stock. This jug only goes up to 500. So I'm going to put this in. And then put another 100 mils in of hot water out the kettle. Right. Let's just give it a bit of a stir around. And then what we'll do is we'll put the lid on and let that cook for about 30 minutes. Just on a nice simmer. And then we'll put the tomatoes and everything in. Cooks for about an hour altogether. So what I'll do is I'll just bring it back up to a simmer, pop the lid on and set the timer for 30 minutes. And we'll see you then. Right, so that's had 30 minutes. I'm just going to check it over. It's lovely. The lentils have all cooked up, look. Right, so now we'll put in approximately a tablespoon of tomato puree. Put in a tin of chopped tomatoes and another 300 mils of water, which I'm just going to put into the tomato can just to swill out the rest of that. It smells lovely. So we're just going to bring that to the boil. We'll simmer again, and that's going to go for another 30 minutes. I wish you could smell that, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So, like I say, we'll bring it back up to another simmer, and we'll simmer it for another 30 minutes, and then we'll come back. Right, so that's had its second 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that over there. I'm going to get my new meat board. Oops, excuse me, it's behind you. And I'm going to take out the lamb. It's had an hour's cooking now. I'm just going to chop this up. Right, I'm just going to give this a little bit of a stir. Just break down those tomatoes a little bit. I'm just going to turn that up slightly just to bring it back up to the boil. I'm just going to turn these around a little bit. And get a fork and chop this up just roughly. Still want chunks. There we go. We'll turn these around just one more second. Now it's time to put some of the egg noodles in. Now you can use pasta shells, break up some spaghetti. I had this in the house. This is a new recipe to us, so when I looked it up a little bit, it said about noodles, so I thought, right, we'll give noodles a chance. These just, as soon as it starts to warm up, these will break up. Pop the lamb back in, and that'll take roughly about 15 minutes. And then the soup's ready. I'm just going to take a little taste just to check for the seasoning. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, yeah. It doesn't need any more pepper or salt. Right. Lid back on, 15 minutes, soup's done. Right, so soup's all done, nicely warmed back up after what 3-hour live tonight.
We've just done a live and it went on for a bit longer than what we expected, but hey,
yes,
really enjoyed it.
Totally enjoyed it.
Good.
So I'm just going to put that to one side. So this is the lamb and lentil soup with noodles. So I'm just going to put a few noodles in there first. Oh, that looks like a right best, doesn't it? We said this live was going to be interesting.
Yes, we've had a couple of drinky poos.
Yes. I'm just going to, there we go. Tell you what, we both tasted that and it is absolutely gorgeous.
It is nice.
Turn that off for now, move that to one side.
That's going to be had with a couple of pieces of bread.
There we go.
Look at that.
So that's a lamb and lentil soup with noodles.
Taste testing time.
Taste testing time. There we go. It is now 10:15 at night.
Yeah, and we ain't had anything to eat since dinner time, so I'm ready for some food. Right, I'm going to try a bit with this lamb and the sauce. Cheers, guys. That lamb, that's literally more or less melted in my mouth. Lovely. Ooh, nice little kick at the end.
That's a harissa.
Whoa, that's good. Right, this isn't our bread, but we had our free
item from Lidl's today, wasn't
a
it?
free bakery item from Lidl, so we got a loaf. Right, I'm going to try some bread dipped in there. I love bread with soup. It's got a lovely kick, that sauce. The actual soup is it's lovely. Not slap you out in the face, but
just a little bit of a tingle, hasn't it?
That is so nice. I'm hungry, so right, try some of these noodles. I'm not sure a spoon's probably the best thing for the job, but
no, you could probably do with a fork. But hey, and it was so easy to put together.
I tell you what. Ooh, the heat's just starting to hit there. That's really nice.
Can I just say, if you like a mulligatawny, this is a soup for you. That
is really nice. Softness of the noodles, the lamb's melted, you got the tomatoes in there, and the actual soup itself, nice little kick. Absolutely banging. Absolutely banging. So once again, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing, thanks for commenting. Really enjoyed the live tonight. We've just done a live on my channel. Absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed it. And we're going to make a concerted effort to do it. And I'll give you a warning. We'll both give you one, and we'll make a schedule for it. Yeah. And we'll
because I just
try and make it a weekly thing, because we booked 3 hours. We've just done that for, and it seemed like 5 minutes. Yeah. We just had such a laugh, and people throwing questions at us, and I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. So once again, like I said, thanks for watching, and we will catch you tomorrow. Come on England tomorrow. It's Saturday night now. Come on England tomorrow. Let's have it. Bye for now, guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.